There was no morning mist to dim the splendor of the sunburst across the swinging seas. Far away, the wings of an albatross caught its gold as it wheeled and planed against the roof of heaven. The only hint of recent storm lay in the rough and tumbling waters. As the sun climbed through the hot hours of morning, it burned into the boy's body like the sacred fires of the great Mare of Hikaru. Mafatu's skin blistered and cracked. His tongue swelled in his throat. He tried to call out a prayer to Maui, but his voice was thick. The sounds which came forth were no more than a hoarse cry. The canoe, stripped of its sail and mast, without a paddle to guide it in the swift racing current, twisted and shifted in the rushing waters. As one hour merged into another, there came moments of fitful, choking slumber, a growing agony of thirst for the boy and his dog. The sun burned into them like an inescapable eye. The current which held Mafatu's canoe fast in its grip was bearing it swiftly on toward its mysterious destination. And thus the day passed, while night once more descended, bringing blessed relief from the sun. Now the air was luminous with promise of another day. Out of the sultry mists the sea emerged, blue and violet. With the coming of this new day, terror raised its head. Mafatu tried to fight it back, to deny its existence, but it gripped his heart with clammy fingers, tightened his throat. He flung himself flat on the floor of the canoe and buried his face in his arms. He must have cried out then. His voice was but a hoarse croak, yet it stirred Yuri to life. The dog's ragged tail gave one feeble thump. With the ghost of a whimper, the animal laid his hot nose against the boy's hand. The brave thump of his dog's tail touched Mafatu profoundly. He caught the animal to him, while a new assurance, a new strength flooded his being. If Yuri could have courage to die, surely he, Mafatu, could not do less. In that instant, he heard a whir and fury in the sky above, a beat of wide wings. Looking upward, the boy's dulled eyes made out the widespread wings of an albatross circling above the canoe. "Kiwi," Mafatu cried hoarsely. "Hi, Kiwi." Even as he spoke, the bird wheeled slowly, then flew off straight ahead for the distant horizon. The boy noticed then that the sea current was carrying him almost due southwest. Kiwi's flight moved in exact parallel. Once more it seemed as if his albatross were leading him onward, just as he had led the canoe out of the passage of Hikaru. Mafatu scanned the rim of the horizon. It looked as hard as the cut edge of a stone. But suddenly, the boy's heart gave a great leap, and he started forward. It couldn't be. It was a cloud, but the sky was cloudless. Far off in the sea shimmer lay something that was neither sea nor sky. The swells, lifting higher, now revealed, now concealed it. That shadow on the horizon, it was land. The boy flung himself forward, shaking uncontrollably. He seized Yuri in his arms and lifted him up, laughing, crying, "Yuri, Yuri, it's land, land!" The dog sniffed at the air, and a little whimper broke from him. What island could this be? Was it Tahiti, the Golden Island, whose language was akin to that of Hikaru? Or was it perhaps one of the terrible dark islands of the eaters of men?